Yes, you're all drinking Nesquik chocolate milk at 3 p.m. on Sunday. I'm normal. Hello, my name is Ranja, and pitch you. You're watching A Reader's World. I was trying to find a quote that the main character does, and all I can remember from this book was she says, pitch you a lot. Today I'm going to be reviewing Vinyl by Sophie Elaine Hanson. I hope I said that right. If I didn't, I feel really bad. I was actually sent this for review for the vlog tour of this book organized by Casey and Book. When she messaged me and said, hey, want to do a vlog tour for this book, I'm like, oh yeah, definitely. This is one of the first books I've ever been sent for review. So it's an accomplishment for this book to be my first one because it was really good. And this will be a non-spoilery review because most of you probably haven't read this book and I don't want to ruin that experience for you. Worth it. So let me give you the summary first on what this book is about. This is a dystopian where people in this world are controlled by singers. If you do something wrong, they basically, this like blazing song, this painful song comes into your ear and basically gives you pain. Our main character, Ranja, I hope I'm saying that right, she's taken underground by the people who are like, nope, this is all wrong, don't do it. She joins in with the rebellion. Then you have to see what she does next. Now this book, I haven't read a dystopian in a while. I think like the last dystopian that I read was The Giver, and that was like 1 year ago. I think this dystopian, I think, is a little more different from the others because I actually use technology to control these people, and I can totally imagine this happening. This book for me, kind of slow. I started it like 2 weeks ago and I just finished it last night. I think it's hard to get into because you're just like thrown into this world that no one knows about. And you're just like, what's a singer? What's a mud? What is this stuff? So it's hard to get into, but once you get further into the book, you kind of understand the world and you basically learn all this stuff and you're just like, okay, I got you. And I think it's very developed well for our first book. Let's get into the characters. Another book where I love the secondary characters. Since we're talking about secondary characters, I want to start off with a point. So I'm reading, this isn't a spoiler, I'm reading it, and we have the scene where main character, Ranja, I can fail to say her name, I'm just gonna keep it the way it is. He's talking to Iris, and we see this girl, she's walking up to Iris, and so the girl comes up to Iris, like gives Iris a kiss, and I'm like, oh my god, is there a lesbian couple in this? And then Iris goes, this is Eva, my girlfriend, and it just stole me. I think they were my favorite couple. I think they were really good together. Since we're on the subject of couples, Ranja gets with this guy. His name's Rorik. Hopefully in the next book they have pronunciations. Now, they're kind of one of my negatives. Kind of. I felt that they kind of sped through their relationship, like they hate each other kind of, and I'm like, ooh, I like these kinds of couples. And then like 2 chapters after, he's like talking about how Rana's his girlfriend, and I'm like, when did this happen? What? Like, weren't you guys just fighting then and there, and now you're just dating? If you're trying to compete with Iris and Eva, you can. Even though I felt that they kind of were a forced couple, I still felt sad with them when there were moments of dramatic things, either when one of them was being in pain, and you could see that one actually does care for each other. I just felt that they sped through it a little bit. I think we might get a little more development of the relationship when the second book comes out. And I really like drawings of the characters in the book, and I always looked back and I was like, yeah, that's how I imagine the characters. This book leaves you on a cliffhanger. You're like, what? I need the second book. I don't even know when the second book comes out. Hopefully soon, because I'm just like, give me that, give me it, give me, oh my god, what's it called? Radio! It's called Radio. I need that book. I need that. There's another part in this book. This is more emotional in the book. Like, there's a scene where Rana is in the shower with someone, and I think it's Iris, and she starts singing, and it's described like you don't know what she's doing, and at the end Rana's like, what's that? And Iris goes, that's singing. And I was kind of like, oh, that's really nice. In this world, music is basically now used for this painful kind of torture. As a person who loves music and singing, that's kind of devastating. And you see Rana finally discovering that music is actually good. It's just like, oh, this writing style, man, I was digging this. Sophie Elaine Hanson, good. You've done a good job. These scenes are really descriptive. There's some scenes where there's some torture and I'm like, oh my god, I'm about to throw up. Like, I think there's one scene where they take out someone's singer and they're describing the blood everywhere. I'm like, oh shiz. There was one scene where I was like, oh, are they really going there? Is she really doing that? No. I wish I could have gotten seen that happening, and I was kind of okay with it by the end of the book, but I was like, oh, I wonder what would happen if that didn't happen, if they just left it like that. Let's just say the scene involves electricity. So overall thoughts. Not a 5 out of stars book, I'm sorry, but it's close. It's very close up there. And I think this is as good as Hunger Games. And if you're feeling like dystopians are kind of like alike, go for this book. I have never read a book with a dystopian where like technology is taking over the humans. If you have money, please go on Amazon or somewhere and buy this book. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you like, comment, subscribe, comment down below. What is your favorite song? Music, so yeah. Bye. Heads, tails, heads, tails. Oh gods, I'm doing a sin. I curved the cover.